Welcome to another part of my Management Accounts Automation Masterclass. If you've landed here without context, I recommend starting with the introduction video. It's linked below. Everything you need to follow along is in the description. Let's get into it. Okay, so now we will start going through the more tricky reports, which we cannot make dynamic based on trial balances alone, because you cannot get that level of detail from the trial balance. We will have to get it out, extracted directly from this data table. And I'm excited about it because this is where the previous ones, they are pretty basic. XLOOKUP, trial balance, or indexed, or SUMIF. But these ones, you've got to be creative to get them out of that data table. And there is so many variations of these that I've seen in my own work and at my clients, in my clients' reporting packages. And there is no right or wrong way of doing any of this. Whatever works is good. So let's automate the first one, which is the bank transactions. So for this one, and I've seen that a lot, the management wants a list of full transactions, bank transactions for the year, for the month, for the period, or for the reporting period. And so this is this was an extract from detailed balance sheet that I got from QuickBooks, and we want to replicate this. We want this to be dynamic and changing from month to month. So let's look at this. What can we start with? I'm just going to temporarily bring the data closer so that it's easy for me to switch from tab to tab. Here actually. Right, so let's start with the dates. I want to get these dates out of this data table. So I will want to filter this table based on certain conditions. So I will want to filter this column, transactions date, for dates greater than or equal to the beginning of the period and less than or equal to the end of the period. So my beginning, so I will have it, I'm actually going to do this on settings, so they're not all over the place. I'm trying to keep all stuff like this on one tab, settings. So we've got the current month, which will give us the period end. I'm going to add current month start. And this will be end of month minus 1 plus 1. So this is month start, and I can call it month start. And now I will use this, and this is, I don't need month end because current month is actually a month end. So I want dates between month start and current month. So filter, we will filter the whole column for the same column to meet the criteria of the date being greater or equal to month start. Let's just see what happens here. Let's just get rid of these because they're blocking. So these are dates. So we've got loads of them. Obviously, this is not what we wanted. There is loads of dates because there is just one condition: greater than month start. But we want another condition, which the date needs to be also less than the month end, which is current month. So we need to wrap this in brackets, and then add the second condition also in brackets, and then cover the whole condition in brackets. So in here we'll have another condition, which is the data table and data transaction date column has to be also less than or equal to current month. One more. So now it's still too much because we haven't, it's just picking up all the December dates, December 24 dates from this table, but we don't want all of them. We only want the ones that are hitting the bank account. So we need another condition. And that condition will be table data, column full account name, and that column will need to be equal to bank current account, which we can fix. And now we've got exactly what we needed. It's just December 24 dates from the bank account, bank current account. And now let's just quickly test it for different months. And we've got May. It's shorter, it's dynamic, but it's there. So that works. Okay. So now to get the corresponding other entries, this is easy because we can just copy the same formula. And instead of, now the conditions remain the same. We still want the data from the bank account and between the two dates, but we want to filter this time a different column. This time we want to filter a column that's called transaction type. Well, let's just check if we have the same amount of results. Yes. For this one, we want exactly the same again, except for different column. This time we want column transaction, no, just number, and there you go. So next one is name. We want name without the dots. And now normally you would have payee names here, because normally these would be deposits from the bank to the bank or checks, but because it's a dummy data, I created the data by just posting a lot of journals rather than checks and the proper deposits. There is no proper bank. This is a fake component. That's why we don't have any names, but normally you would see the payee names. So this one is, again, let's just clear it all. So we can spill. So this one is, we want not name, we want, I think it was called description, the column description. This one is called debit. Debit. And this one is called credit. And now if we don't like the zeros, which I don't, we can wrap it in an if. And if this whole thing is equal to 0, then show nothing. Otherwise, show the whole formula result. So this as well, except I'm just going to check back credit. Change it back. I did something wrong. Ah, okay, credit. And I have to change it here as well. credit. Okay, that's better. So this is all now dynamic. This isn't, this is static. So we want, this formula is definitely this plus balance from the above plus debit minus credit. Okay, so we have we cannot use blank as, because the formula won't work. So instead I'm going to undo this and go back to the original formulas, debit and credit, and now just change the format so that we don't see. I'm happy with that. There's further formatting that can be done that shows you nothing, but I'm happy with that. This is now should work because this is just 0 represented by, so that works. And this figure needs to be dynamic as well. So this is the beginning of our bank balance. Let's just make a copy of this. And we have this figure available in our trial balance. We're going to XLOOKUP. No, I will need to index it because the trial balance it's dynamic and the rows will shift. So index. Let's go to trial balance. So I want, this will be on the current year. So I want to index the whole trial balance, look for the bank account row, which I cannot fix. I need to use index to match it because this is dynamic. So next month it may be in a different row. And then I also need to pick up the correct column, which is actually in this case previous period, because we want the end of previous period balance as our opening balance. So we will index the whole section and fix it. And then match. We will match the account name in here. Fix it. And the column, the current period, current period -1 will, okay, match, I forgot match. Current period -1, because now I want to look for bank balance for period 9. Find it here. And close match. Exact match. Okay. So I've got the correct figure, but is that right? Is that formula correct? It isn't, because it's going to fail in January. Because when we have, if we were reporting in the first month of this current financial year, March, let's see what happens. Nothing, because current period March is period number 1, -1 is period number 0. And period number 0, if we unwrap this, is actually previous year, the last month of previous year. So we actually need to index the balance sheet for the last 13 months to get it. We won't need any more than that, but in March we will need February previous year. And that will be period 0, which means rather than using this row, we will use this row for the match. So let's just change that. So we indexing, so instead of starting with P, I'm going to start with O, column O. This is exactly the same. And this also needs to start in O, column O, but instead of row 4, we will start in row, we will look for it in row 3. 3, 3. And now we have opening balance for March 24, which is balance sheet balance on trial balance as of end of February that year. We also have correct dates, March here. And I just want to also double check these. Okay, these should be sums, also dynamic. This, I'm not sure what this is. I don't need it. And I want to check this closing balance as well against, this time against my, I can actually use the same formula because also we want to check it against, so check to TB. This will be checked to TB. Maybe too dark. So, but we're checking current period this time. And the result that we got, and this is fine. So this balances, agrees, and I'm going to go back. So this can be hidden, it doesn't matter. Now let's go back to December and see if the closing balance also is fine. Yes. We also want this to change, but this is easy. This is just current text, current month in the format of month. Yeah. Okay, cool. I think everything is now dynamic. This is total. Yes, there's nothing else that can be automated, except it's not so much automation, just tidy up. Because when, let's try different month. Let's try, I think there was a shorter month or longer. Let's see what. So this is a shorter month, and for this I wouldn't like to present it to the management like this. This is still okay. This isn't okay because now this works. This may cause trouble. I would add one extra row here, and I would just drag it all the way here. So if the range changes, this always makes sure that catches the whole total. But I wouldn't want to show these. So what I tend to do is to have like a helping column somewhere, not necessarily here, and I'm just call it like show hide, and I will have a filter put on it. Actually, the filter can only needs to go as far as this, and now I will have a formula. If this is blank, then hide, otherwise show. Or because I want these to, I want it to be longer in so that I can allow the for a larger range of the trial bank account. So, and I want to see these shows so that it doesn't get hidden. Although actually this doesn't. So I'm going to maybe bring this one here. These as well here. And I can merge it, doesn't matter. So I can get rid of this. Okay, something went wrong. What do we have here? Ah, okay. So I have to actually cut it. Cut it because I was referring to the cell in formulas. So now I can delete this row, this column. Maybe just have it like this. So I want to say show if this is no, it works because I've got hide, I've got show here, and these can be hidden. I can actually hard code if I want to see this. I will not choose it for printing if I'm turning this into PDF for the management, but I want to always see it. So I may hard code this one and this one. And I usually indicate the hard coded ones with some conditional formatting. So if it's not a formula, then I will know that I did that kind of manually. But for now, I'm just going to highlight it. And I always and this one is show as well. And I always just select show. So if my balance sheet, if this report changes for a different month, and I actually have to. What happened to my header? I think I might have done something to it accidentally. Let me just bring it back from a different report. Okay, this has got messed up because of these, but this is just the look, so we can fix this easily. I just want to do it like this. Unmerge. These are details. This is not end of the word. I must have lost it somehow when I was doing this. So, and this is still, oh, it's not dynamic, okay. I've got to fix that again. Text, current month, year. Yes, okay, because we've got May selected at the moment, so that's May. And now I'm showing, yes, I want to show just show rows. And this would normally be, I want to see it because I want to be able to adjust the filter, but I will not choose it for like a PDF section or printing section. And if my month changes now, let's just change it to, let's go back to December. So instead of adding rows and deleting rows, I'm just going to, now this is December, but it's not full. I'm going to refresh the filter, and this way, I don't know if you got it. See, it just expands because the show is always set up to show any column that's not that's got something in this column. So to show any row that's got something in this column. So that's how it works. And if I'm not sure if I have a period that's longer than this, it would be good to see what happens. Let's try January. And this one is short again. Maybe earlier. I wanted to see what happens to it if it's longer. Let's just try to so instead of current month, I'm going to try for just for a moment a different date, maybe from April to end of May. So this will give us 2 months and it will not fit. This is just a moment. So instead of current month, I'm going to refer to this date. And now I've got spill because it's 2 months worth of transactions. And I'm even going to clear the filter. So now we've got to allow a few more rows, and that's how many rows it needs. So let's keep on adding until the spill clears. And now we will extend this formula. And now we've got much longer range, which I'm actually going to... Okay, and we need to fix this formula. So this needs to be done only... So it's kind of maybe not fully automated. There are ways of doing it so that it's fully automated, but I'm quite happy with... That's what I tend to use, and I'm quite happy with that because it's very easy to fix. And now that I've got longer range, I will actually leave it. I won't put it back. Let's just fix this formula back to... It was current month, the current period. And it needs another bracket. No. Not period, month. Okay, so we're back here, and now this is far too long, but that doesn't matter because we're only showing the active rows anyway, so that works. Now back to December, and that one is done. Thanks for watching. You're one step closer to a fully automated month end. And remember, you don't need to go through the entire masterclass before you start seeing results. Each layer we build adds practical automation that you can apply immediately to your own work. By the end of the series, you'll have everything you need to implement the full system to your own data. And if you'd prefer support or want the system implemented for your company, you can contact me through my website. I'll see you in the next lesson.